I'll jump to the last point, okay? Which is my wholehearted belief that you have the right to be there. When I was a kid and was such a stupid kid in school, I was made to feel stupid. I learned shame in the classroom, reading out loud. What a wonderful background to be an entrepreneur. You know what I learned by the time I got out of that goddamn schoolhouse, which I called jail? You know what? I have the right to make a place for myself. And so for the next so many years of my life, I just thought, I have the right to be here. That was my attitude. I have the right to be here. So if I walked into a room filled with men's suits and they ignored me and I introduced myself and they kept talking, I stood there and said the same thing to myself again and again. You know what? I have the right to be here. I have the right to be here. It was a self-pumping up. But you want to know, the idea that I had the right to be anywhere got me into the elevator, got me publishing a bad report on Donald Trump, which got me invited into his huge desk where he looked down at me, got me in more hot water because I got in the habit of going through the door. And you want to know what I have learned about myself and what I have learned about every great salesman or entrepreneur I've ever worked with? If you can get in the habit of going through the door without the answer, and our education system tends to make you want to have the answer. If you walk through that door, people are amazingly smart. Once you're in there in hot water, you discover the answer. Every time I could discover the answer on my feet that I didn't have outside the door. I don't know if you heard, a couple of years back, there was a maintenance guy who rescued a boy off a subway train, ready to run them over. He jumped in and rescued the kid. And when he was interviewed for the whole week and given the key to the city, you know what he said? I didn't know I was a hero. He was a hero, right? I have found walking through every door, believing that I'm going to go through the door or jump out the window, I'm going to learn how to fly on the way down. And you want to know, I have always had my best successes. And so I wholeheartedly believe in the belief that all of us have the right to be there, ask for what we want. We all can be rich. We could all put our dagger in the sand or whatever that thing is called and say, that's me, I'm going for it, what the heck. And I don't think it's a reserved right for anybody. And that attitude has been more responsible for building my business and my career than any other thing.